So this next skill is quite important in Tai Chi. It's important for the So we've got this G, just means no exchange, or what it's shown as is straight idea, not comfortable, okay. Over the time of weeks and months, gradually them to come into the stroke. So all the joints in the feet, ankles, knees, fibula, head, the back of the pelvis, the spine can all go into a neutral position is the idea. So we actually relax. We set the bones in position, then we relax the tissue around it. So I've got that Wu Chi position. So I bend my knees, bend my hips. So for most people, they're a little bit swayed in the back like this. So we tuck the pelvis under that way. So the tailbone's like going underneath just a little bit, or the tailbone points down is what people usually say. It was a cue that I never really understood properly, but some people really get that idea. Tailbone point down, so the lower back becomes not swayed, becomes flat or almost flat. We don't want to tuck it so much that it's like you're doing this now in your lower back. It's not good for your back. So there's a little bit tuck. Sense of connecting into your feet is the idea. Then the arms just drift up and they round out like this. So we have about one fist for now, about one fist between your fingers. Fingers are a little bit open, so I'm not like just like this. There's a little bit of strength in there, just like if I'm pulling on an elastic band. If I bring the elastic band in, it droops. But if I start to pull it out a little bit, it starts to get a bit taut, a little bit stretchy. We want the tendons, the fingers, the hand to have that sense of a little bit taut in there. That's what they call energy palm in Tai Chi. So the elbows are lower than the wrist, so that's important. So this is positioned later, but it's actually much harder to relax in. So we want the elbows lower than the wrist. One fist between your hands, and the center of the palm point to your center of your chest. So it's like you're holding a big ball, an energy ball, or you can imagine a balloon here. So the balloon's touching your inside of your hand, inside of your arm, inside of the bicep, inside of your chest here. And if you let the sides go, the balloon will float upwards. So you're resting your arms on the balloon. So as the balloon's got a buoyant sort of feeling. And the key thing from here is that my spine is now straight. So very common when people do this, when the arm lifts up, the body compensates and does this. So the spine leans back, or the pelvis goes forward, and then the head goes forward. So we want this vertical spine to start. So head over shoulders, shoulders over pelvis, and then pelvis over center of the feet. That'll be a good weighted body. Then as the arms come up, there's no change in the spine. So I'm not leaning back, I'm not leaning forward. Just got this vertical spine here. So I want to feel, so as I relax my arms here, they kind of relax forward a little bit. It's a little bit weird idea, but the hand moves forward just a little bit, like it stretches forward. It engages between the shoulder blades and the rhomboid muscles. So between the shoulders. So you feel this little bit of a gentle stretch. And if you want to make it more obvious, think about the front of your hand moving forward and between your shoulder blades going backwards. So just like this. There, so you'll feel there's a stretch coming here. So that's a bit excessive what I'm doing now. But we want that gentle stretch, and we'll go over this more in class. So it actually opens between the shoulder blades and connects your arms to your spine, and your spine can connect into your pelvis connect into your feet. So the whole body feels like one unit. So this is the first part. Then, so we're doing the walking. So from here, just walking. The warrior walk that we're doing, so I'm walking backwards just because of the camera, but ideally just turn around and walk the other way. So I'm just focusing on a straight spine, and you can think about like a bowl of water on your head. So you've got to keep everything really straight, a nice straight spine, not doing this. A lot of people walk like this. So straight spine first, relaxing down through the body. And then we're focusing on the warrior walk part, which is mainly you're walking from the dantian, or from the abdomen. So just that intention, very relaxed, very free. But my intention's on abdomen, straight spine, relax the arms, keeping the shape of the arms, so I can relax too much and lose the shape. This sort of thing. So I'm keeping it like I'm stopping that balloon from floating upwards and resting my arms on the balloon. balloon. So spending maybe about 2 to 5 minutes doing the warrior walk in this position. You might feel your arms get fatigued. This is very good. Over time you can hold this for quite a while, and you want to build up to at least 20 minutes. That's over time. That's over months, probably about 6 months. Very good for shoulder health, back health, moving energy through your body. This is universal posture in Qigong. This posture here, this moves energy to the head, to the arms, to the legs, and opens the torso. So that's what I call universal posture. There's different postures that bring energy into different areas of the body, or open different rib spaces, different connections inside the body, open up different spaces in the body. This one's universal because it can affect everything in one move. So the next part here, all we're doing, I'll go a little bit sideways. Your walk is staying exactly the same, but you just bend a little bit lower, and you're keeping this bend. So you're keeping that height in whatever you've got. So my head's staying the same level. So the straight spine, moving from here again still. And how my foot position is pretty much whatever you do when you walk normally. We're just using that. All we're doing is just lowering the pelvis and keeping the same height. So whatever height I sink to, so maybe I start here. It's probably quite advanced for a lot of people to start here. So I sink, and I'm just stepping, keeping that same height. Like the bowl of water on my head still. And the next biggest thing here, as soon as we start stepping, the body often starts to reorient like this again. So it's trying to balance the hands out. We want that vertical spine, exactly what we just had here, exactly what you had when you were doing the normal walking. We want that vertical spine in this. Okay. And that particular exercise, definitely 5 minutes. Any less than 5 minutes is not enough. It'll make your legs really strong. It'll help make your knees very healthy. Good alignment through the spine. It's a big skill in Tai Chi. It's training a lot of skills in Tai Chi. And eventually we lower this. So over time, if you do this too fast, you can injure knee tendons, the alignment of the kneecap just from tight outer muscles here, and bursts. And fat pad, you can influence and damage in the knees. So I'll show you over time, and it's over, you only have 5 minutes, and gradually sink a little bit lower, maybe like an inch lower. Then over a few weeks time, I'll see if I can sink another inch lower or half an inch, but I still feel my whole body can relax. Because the lower I go, the more that in Tai Chi we call it the chi up or tension up. So as I go lower, if my legs aren't strong enough, my body starts to go, like everything gets sucked up. I get tight in the top again, the breast comes up. We want everything to stay sunk into the legs. So in Tai Chi we talk about the legs being the foundation of the spine and the rest of the body. And the ultimate height with this one, thighs almost parallel to the floor. My teacher would always say thigh parallel to the floor. I don't think it gives any extra benefit, and it actually goes into a place, especially for Westerners, where you can damage the meniscus inside the knee. So about here is enough, still with a vertical spine. And I will guide you through that, because if you do it too early, you can damage some things. Do it well, it'll make you so strong. It strengthens the kidney energy, which gives you the fundamental vitality for the rest of your life. I practiced this exercise for at least virtually every day for the first 8 years of my Kung Fu apprenticeship, and gave me a lot of really good fitness. I didn't run, didn't do that sort of stuff, just trained Kung Fu. I was really fit.